I'm Chris Jakomick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deploy to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important, but I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text, actually, from my stepmom. It's like, I need you to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates, and she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day, 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought, we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media, and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not going to be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. He had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I have not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired, a little over a year ago, I set forth, was like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. It's like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. physically I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission and is relentless about it. Every day he pushes it. From the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life, it was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called me, and then I kept going. So that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah? He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program and it transformed into lo and behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service. But at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home that's what it's about.
Program, Colonel Rich Obert. Over to you, sir. Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia. All right, thank you, sir.
Starting us out from Air Education and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Cariña.
Yes, yes, yes. Air Combat Command, out of Texas, Master Sergeant Nicole Nikki Favuza.
From Valdosta, Georgia, Technical Sergeant retired Antonio Del Vecchio.
From East Liberty, Ohio, Airman retired Pete Murphy.
Technical Sergeant retired Margie Hinkle.
And coming up next, former pole vaulter, that is very similar to Blaze Velarde, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, Master Sergeant retired Chris Jack Jackamek.
Warrior Games competitor back on the team, Staff Sergeant retired Joseph Alex Pate.
What? He did
All right.
big things. Back in the day, he's gonna do big things. Coming to you from St. Henry.
Wow. We look at Mission 22 and we see all the shirts, we see all the flags out there. I don't think enough of the people understand how big the programs actually are and how that is actually in there. And like, I'm a benefactor from the donations of these private donors that are there to allow me to live life, to improve life for not only myself, but for friends, for fellow veterans, for my children, for my girlfriend, for my family, is to be that, to say, you know what? We can keep going at the end of the day. We can keep going no matter how hard it gets. no matter how difficult life becomes, we can keep going.
We have this value in the Air Force, this belief, a wingman concept. We're gonna take care of each other. We've got each other, and it gives us hope, right? And so if you have been knocked down, I say this a lot, by the baseball bat of life, right? You're on the ground. If you know that someone's got you, it's got your six, no matter what, that's gonna help you get back up again. And that's part of Mission 22, I think, for him. That connection, that human connection, that's what's gonna save us. Yeah, that's what saved him. He can be a light in darkness. No matter how dark that spiral is, to know that someone got back up again and navigated their way out, that they can get through it too, that they are not alone. Not for one moment of one day. That's what he could be. He could be a beacon of light.
Welcome back. It's Friday night. We are in week 12 of 13, believe it or not. Season's gone by super quick. We got this week and next week, the only 2 races left of the regular season. So these drivers out on the track only have about 2 more races to race their way into the Dash for Cash, brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. $1,000 will be on the line. Yeah, so 2 weeks. We're not going to announce where we're going to run the Dash for Cash yet. Which track we're going to have to go over. The footage from this year and figure out which track. If there's a track that the fans out there would like to see us run at, don't hesitate to drop that in the chat and let us know where you would like to see us race. But tonight we're at Port Royale. Next week, again, if you want to update on the schedule or points, go to FNLRL.com, FridayNightLightsRacingLeague.com, and you'll see the points, you'll see our schedule, you'll see our About Us, all kinds of information about what we got going on. This week we're at Port Royale. We're at I-55 next week. So that will close out the season. We're getting ready to start the national anthem and get the night underway. Again, as always, greatly appreciate everybody for tuning in on a Friday night. I know there's a million other things you could be doing, and I really appreciate you being right here with us. So we'll get to the national anthem here in about 30 seconds to kick off the night. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to get the show underway. Looks like we got about 23 cars showed up tonight. Everyone will make the feature if that's the case. Looks like a lot of drivers using one of their 3 nights off. So we'll advance to qualifying. Anthony Vitale Jr. at the top of the board in practice. See who comes out on first. Jordan LaFawn checking in. Roxanne is again with us. Cale Smith is not going to make the 358s. We're going to miss you, buddy. Randy Carter checking in. See who's the first come out on the track. It's the 22 car. Brandon Wright is with us. Joseph Grandy in the 518 is back with us. Andrew Harley in the 44 machine. Randy Shreves in the 56. He shut it down for some reason. David Tormachi is with us. Jesse Ingram, part of the Georgia crew, is with us. Billy Roberts, owner and operator of Gears Unlimited. This is the Gears Unlimited 358 Modifieds. James Ingram in the 40 machine is with us. No times on the board yet. Donald Ingram, that's the third of the Ingram gang. All drivers out of Georgia. Brandon Wright goes to the top of the board with a 1922. Jesse Ingram times in. Billy Roberts, top of the board, 1916 for the 99. That'll drop everyone down one spot. Anthony Marfulio times in his first lap, 1975. Donald Ingram, 10 car, moves up second quick, 1921 for the 10. Driver out of Georgia. Now Michael Vitale in the 213, 1918. He matches Billy Roberts. That puts, he's 2 ticks slower than Billy Roberts. My apologies. David Tormachi in the 33 car, 1950. Donald Ingram now moves up to the top of the board with a 1915 in the 10 car. Good run by Donald tonight so far. Got quite a few cars left to go. Jordan LaFawn, driver out of Indiana, out on track into 144. Kelly Wheeler punches his ticket to the top of the board. He matches Donald Ingram with a 1915. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 car, currently sitting in position 1. Jordan LaFawn times in the top 5 with a 1921. Dalton DeWord is with us in the 82. 1922 for Dalton, good enough for currently 7th quick. Got quite a few drivers left to go. Michael Carter in the 15. The Virginia driver, 1917, good enough for 4th quick. Isaac Salas, your points leader and champion for this year, I believe. 1918, the driver out of North Dakota, 6th quick. Braden Carter is on track into 05, the youngster out of Virginia. Did not have a good first lap, 1960. Gavin Chatham times in the 24 car. Braden Carter able to move up to 14th. Caden Berry in the 12 car moves up to 7th. Gavin Chatham punches his ticket to the top of the board in the 24 car. 1912, that will put the 24 car currently on the pole with only 1 car left to run. Austin Trombley has not come out on track. But it looks like Gavin Chatham will punch his ticket, and that is qualifying. Gavin Chatham with tonight's quick time. Take a look at Heat 1 as they take to the grid. Gavin Chatham, Billy Roberts on the front row. Isaac Salas and Brandon Wright are in row number 2. Jesse Ingram, Andrew Harley in row number 3. Randall Dixon, Travis Anderson back with us. He is in row number 4. Austin Trombley did not qualify, and he has not taken to the grid yet. We'll see if Austin shows up. Again, our heat races, they get 8 laps. Top 4 usually move on. I believe everybody is heading to the feature tonight. As we wait for the 47 car of Austin Trombley to grid. Billy Roberts with a new paint scheme in the 99. Good looking ride tonight for Billy. Isaac Salas currently has 6 wins, going for his 7th win of the season in the 5 car. He'll start on the inside of row 2. Grandma Pete with us from Indiana. I hear it is brutally cold all across the United States. Take a look at the watch, 61 degrees and sunshine out here in California. Ty Bergeron, Jaron on the Ingram gang from Georgia. Ty, thanks for joining us, sir. There we go. Austin Trombley, did he grid? Yes, he did. Finally took to the grid. Start at the rear of Heat number 1. Take a peek here. As they go around one more time, lights are off on the pace truck. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get week 12 underway. Gavin Chatham on the pole. See if we're missing quite a few drivers. So I don't know about the pace laps, trying to cut the pace laps down possibly. Pace truck will exit this time by. Isaac Salison, the 5-car driver out of North Dakota, put up some crazy temperatures today. Can't remember what it was. It was insane. Showed a map of possibly negative 50-something degrees below zero. That's crazy. As Gavin Chatham comes off of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, heat number 1 is underway. Green flag is out. 24 car to the point. Moves up in front of the 99 of Billy Roberts. The 5-car of Isaac Salas. He was tucked in underneath Billy Roberts. Now he's able to get to the outside. Gavin Chatham, Billy Roberts, Isaac Salas, Jesse Ingram in the lucky 777. We went 3 wide. We're going to stay 3 wide. Can they make that work in 3 and 4? They do settle it out up front. Gavin Chatham getting it done. Brandon Wright is back there in the 11 car. Randall Dixon in the 011. Andrew Harley, Travis Anderson in the 45. Good looking ride for Travis. Austin Trombley in the 47 up front. Gavin Chatham leaving the way. Billy Roberts taking a peek on the inside. Let's go on board with Isaac Salas, see what it looks like. Tracking down the 2 front runners. Arlen is back with us, cheering on Isaac. Sounds like Isaac Salas got into the outside wall a little bit with that right rear. Trying to track down the 2 front runners. Billy Roberts with an interesting line coming off of turn 3. Kind of tucked up underneath, a little bit lower than Gavin Chatham in the 24 ride. You see the cars bouncing quite a bit going into 3 and 4. Isaac Salas is determined to get that outside line working. The 5-car on the high side. Not quite there yet. The car keeps getting into the outside wall, but he's giving it a try, trying to get lane groove up high to run in. We got a mess of cars with 2 laps to go. Gavin Chatham, Billy Roberts in the 99. Roberts now moves to the inside of Gavin Chatham. Billy Roberts wants the heat win. 99 car trying to come to the front. They're side by side coming off a 4. 1 lap to go. Can Billy Roberts get it done? Now Isaac Salas is trying to tuck in. Jesse Ingram is right there. Gavin Chatham coming into 3, coming off a turn 4. Billy Roberts on the inside in the 99. It's going to be close at the line. It'll be Chatham, Roberts, Salas, Ingram, Dixon, your top 5. Great heat race, drivers. Heat 2 is getting ready to take to the grid. What a way to start off the show. Drivers have not disappointed this year. We've had some really good racing. Kelly Wheeler, Michael Carter on the front row. Caden Berry, Dalton DeWert in row 2. Justin Sick, Joseph Grandy in 3. Anthony Marfulio and David Tormachi round out your full field of 8 drivers. don't see any of our admins in here, unfortunately. Trying to shorten this down to 1 lap. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 car will take us to the green flag. He's got stiff competition to his outside. That's the 12 car of Michael Carter, who is currently sitting 4th in the points. Caden Berry right behind him is 2nd in the points. So front runners at the front of this heat race. Pace truck should exit this time by. Rhonda checking in. Rhonda, welcome back, ma'am. Courtney Ann is out cheering on Justin Sick. Starts on the inside of row number 3. Theo probably tuning in with her. Green flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're underway. Kelly Wheeler able to move to the front of the line. He moves up in front of the 15 car. That's Michael Carter. The 12 car, Caden Berry, tucks in behind the 15. We're going to go nose to tail on lap number 1. Nobody really jumping out of line. Dalton DeWert in the 82. He's going to try the high side. Getting on the outside of that 2 car of Justin Sick. Kelly Wheeler at the front of the field. Justin Sick is currently in 5th. Anthony Marfulio 6th. Joseph Grandy and David Tormachi. We're not used to seeing the 518 back there. As Joseph Grandy tries to make his way through the field. Looks like a few cars are trying the high side. I'm not sure if that has come in. Barry goes to the high side. It's a good run coming off of the high side. Pulls up alongside the 11 car. That is Kelly Wheeler. He'll try to get by Michael Carter. Can't quite do it. Went for a 2-for-1 special. Couldn't make it work. Ken out cheering on Justin Sick. We're going to go side by side. Kelly Wheeler side by side with Caden Berry. Lap 5 of 8 underway. Dalton DeWert in the 82. Kind of sitting back and watching the top 3. If anything happens, he'll be ready. Down low goes Wheeler. They make contact a little bit. Michael Carter and Caden Berry both went to the high side, as does DeWert this time. Now Michael Carter goes to the high side, trying to get a run off the high side, and it will work. He'll stay in front of the 12 car of Caden Berry on lap 7 of 8. 2 to go. Michael Carter moved up 1. Berry moved up 1. Kelly Wheeler fell back 2. Kind of settled in P3 so far. That bottom side looks bumpy. Maybe that's why they're heading to the high side. Coming to the white flag. Michael Carter, Caden Berry, Kelly Wheeler, Dalton DeWert, and Anthony Marfulio has moved up 2. Puts the 238 car in P5. A little bit of competition coming from the 2 car. Justin Sick, he wants that 5th position. Up front, Michael Carter on the high side. Caden Berry down low. It'll be Carter, Berry, Wheeler, DeWert, and Justin Sick is able to close the deal and move the 2 car into P5. Heat 3 coming to the grid. Donald Ingram, Michael Vitale on the front row. Jordan LaFawn, Anthony Vitale Jr. in row 2. Braden Carter, Randy Shreves in 3. Nick Berry, James Ingram round out your field of 8 drivers. We got military veterans on the front row of heat number 3. Donald Ingram and Michael Vitale both served in the U.S. Armed Forces. I'd like to thank those gentlemen for their service. Kim Salas tuned in to watch Isaac Rhonda, Courtney, Roxanne. Donald Ingram in the 10 car, driver out of Georgia, will take us to the green flag. Got Jordan LaFawn in the 144 right behind him. Got brothers lined up on the outside, Michael Vitale and Anthony Vitale Jr. Braden Carter currently third in the points. He's going to have to come from fifth place to get to the front of the field. Lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck is off the track. Rhonda cheering on Caden Berry tonight. Roxanne cheering on the CSC crew. Braden Carter happens to be in this race. Donald Ingram will take us to the green flag. They are in turn 4 looking for the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, heat number 3 underway. Ingram able to get to the outside, gets in front of Michael Vitale in the 213. Anthony Vitale, big contact in the back. Not sure what happened there. I'll have to go back and watch it. Up front, top 3 breaking away. It's Donald Ingram, Michael Vitale, and Jordan LaFawn at the front of the field. Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21 was a little bit involved. Randy Shreves benefits. James Ingram benefits from that. Nick Berry falls back with a damaged race car, as does Braden Carter. Again tonight, all drivers heading to the feature, so everyone will have an opportunity. Up front, nose to tail, Donald Ingram, Michael Vitale, and Jordan LaFawn. Donald Ingram currently is looking 11th in points. On lap 4 of 8, Anthony Vitale Jr. now getting a challenge from the 56 car of Randy Shreves. Not sure how bad the 21 is damaged from that earlier contact. Anthony Vitale Jr. drives a modified out in New York. Now he's able to pull away from Randy Shreves a little bit. James Ingram in the 40 car out there getting it done. Father of Jesse and Donald Ingram. Grandma Pete cheering on the 144 of Jordan LaFawn, driver out of Indiana. Coming to lap 7 of 8, got 2 to go. Donald Ingram has led flag to flag. Vitale, LaFawn, Vitale Jr., Randy Shreves, James Ingram. Braden Carter still on track, getting some laps, and Nick Berry in the tail end of the field in the 85. I hear he might go ice racing in a sprint car this weekend, if I think I heard that. Coming off of turn 4, Donald Ingram, the driver out of Georgia. That's turn 2, my apologies. 2 more corners to go. Now turn 4 comes the 10 car. He will take the Heat 3 win. Ingram, Vitale, LaFawn, Vitale Jr., Randy Shreves, your top 5. We will have a Consi. I'm not sure why we have a Consi. Let me take a peek here. Hide this. 12 cars headed to the feature. I didn't see how many cars we had. Randall Dixon, Justin Sick on the front row. Randy Shreves, Brandon Wright in row 2. Anthony Marfulio, James Ingram in row number 3. Andrew Harley, Joseph Grandy in row number 4. Braden Carter and Austin Trombley in row number 5. David Tormachi, Nick Berry in row number 6. Travis Anderson rounds out your field of 13 cars. 12 of these cars moving on to the feature. Consolation rates, 15 laps. One of these guys not moving on. Grandma Pete checking in. Michael Carter checking in. Another Friday night. Again, we only have one more Friday night to go of the regular season. We're supposed to be joined tonight by Kyle Kessmer from Rapid Racing TV on YouTube. A youngster out of the state of Indiana is thinking about getting his broadcasting gig started back up. We're going to have him on tonight, but I'm having technical difficulty, so hopefully we get him on next week. But if you're in need of a broadcaster, hit him up. Rapid Racing TV on YouTube. Again, he'll be with us next week, so you can see what he does in action. It'll be the 011 car of Randall Dixon that takes us to the green flag as the pace truck goes around one more time. Pace truck is off. 15 laps, one car not moving on. Randall Dixon looking for the green flag. Justin Sick to his outside. Good restart. Kind of scattered in the back a little bit, but overall good restart. Randall Dixon at the point. Randy Shreves running on the bottom. Everyone else is starting to move to the high side, it looked like. Oh, it looks like Donald Ingram into the wall in the 40 car. James Ingram, my apologies. He collects his group of cars. So one of these cars has to finish. All they have to do is finish, and they are in the feature. Up front, thought about going 3 wide. Brandon Wright, Justin Sick, and Randy Shreves into 56. Sick on the extreme high side. Gets into that outside wall. Gets into Marv Julio on the exit. 3 wide in turn. Braden Carter on the bottom. Randy Shreves in the middle. They're able to drive out of turn 2. Up front, Randall Dixon starting to pull away from the field. Brandon Wright into 22 in P2. Andrew Harley, Randy Shreves, Braden Carter. That is your top 5. Braden Carter moving up 4 positions so far. Joseph Grandy in the 518. David Tormachi is still with us. Anthony Marfulio, Nick Berry, and James Ingram. 3 cars. Looks like Justin Sick is on pit lane. Travis Anderson is pit lane. So one of these cars, whoever gets out of pit lane first, or the first 2, make it to the feature. All they have to do is finish. Good look at the LFM 011 ride. This is where the action is. Andrew Harley trying to tuck in underneath the 518. Go on board with Andrew Harley as he pulls underneath Joseph Grandy. You can see him working that wheel, slides up in front. Grandy with the crossover. Now Grandy will go for a slider line. So Grandy's changing up his line. Looks like that top line is just sucking the cars into the wall. Very few have gone up there, and it has not been a pleasant experience for quite a few of them so far tonight. So hopefully that top comes in. Randall Dixon currently lap 9 of 15 with the lead. Starting to pull away from the field. Braden Wright. Braden Carter moves up to P3. He's up 6 positions from his start. Joseph Grandy is up 3, currently sitting in P5 in the 518. Trying to track down the 56 car, Randy Shreves. Lap 11 of 15. We still have cars. So Travis Anderson is on track. Austin Trombley. Looks like Justin Sick is not. So Justin Sick will probably be the odd man out, not make it to the feature tonight. Now Braden Carter looking for P2. He'll get by Brandon Wright on the outside. 5 cars trying to get that outside to work. Looks like he has figured out a line that is going to work. Does he have time to reel in your leader on lap 13 of 15? The 5 car. Pro Drive 05 car. Braden Carter. Pro licensed driver trying to track down the 011 of Randall Dixon. On lap 14 of 15, 2 laps to go. Can Dixon hold off the youngster from Virginia charging? Looks like lap traffic may come up here. One lap to go. Can Dixon hold off the youngster out of Virginia? Looks like Carter got into the outside wall just a little bit, but making it work. 2 more corners to go. Can he get it done? He's going to try to cut underneath, coming to the line, side by side. Braden Carter for the win. Carter, Dixon, Wright, Shreves, Grandy, your top 5. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your 30-lap feature.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back. Cars out on track. Bad news for the field. Isaac Salas, top of the board. Caden Berry, P2. Michael Carter, Travis Anderson, Gavin Chatham, your top 5 in practice. We got a 30-lap feature coming up. Gavin Chatham, Michael Carter on the front row. Donald Ingram, Billy Roberts in row 2. Caden Berry, Michael Vitale. Isaac Salas has Kelly Wheeler to his outside. Jordan LaFont, Jesse Ingram in row number 5. Dalton DeWert, Anthony Vitale Jr. in row number 6. Braden Carter, Randall Dixon in 7. Brandon Wright, Randy Shreves in row number 8. Joseph Grandy, Andrew Harley in row number 9. David Tormachi, Anthony Marfulio in row number 10. Nick Berry, James Ingram in 11. Travis Anderson and Austin Trombley will round out your full feature field of 24 drivers. So Isaac Salas in the 5 car. He'll start 7th if he wants his 7th win of the season. Trying to see here. 7th win of the season. Caden Berry, surprisingly, has not won yet in the 12 car. He's second in points. I'm surprised to see that. Pace truck will go one more time around. Roxanne checking in. Rhonda checking in. Randy Carter checking in. Pace truck will exit the speedway here. Leaving the field to the 24 car of Gavin Chatham once it does exit. Gavin Chatham looking for the green flag coming out of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. A little bit of contact between Caden Berry and Billy Roberts on the start. Isaac Salas dives down to the bottom in the 5 car. They're going to go 3 wide, and that is a tight 3 wide. They're able to settle it up front. Gavin Chatham getting it done. Michael Carter with the challenge on his inside as the caution comes out. See if our replay cooperates with us tonight. Looks like it may. Get a good video picture. That's the 44 car. Oh, Jesse Ingram gets into the outside wall and collects 5 cars. Back that up and see what happened to Jesse Ingram in the unlucky 777. Looks like he may have had a little bit of help. That's the 11 car of Kelly Wheeler on his high side. Braden Carter down low. 21 car makes contact with DeWert. Oh, he just gets into the 11 car and around goes Jesse Ingram. Going to be a long race. Have to go in and get your one quick repair. Grandma Pete checking in. Kel Smith checking in. What Kel's got going on. Probably out there working, hustling. Don't know who is on pit road. So we will let iRacing doing a little bit of admin. I don't think we have any. So you get to accompany me, as I don't think any of the admins that we appointed have showed up tonight. Dean Reynolds on the road checking in. Ken cheering on the 144 of Jordan LaFawn. As we went single file, since they didn't complete a lap, the restart was single file. Caution comes back out. It looks like it's gonna be one of those nights. Anthony Vitale Jr. involved. Take a look. Yeah, I cleared him. That's 21 car down low. '82 of DeWert comes. Not sure. Wasn't the SDK told me it was the 21 car. That does not appear to be the case. So back under caution again on lap 4 of 30. Not sure we have any blacks to clear. Let's take a peek. We do not. I do have an old hotkey to clear black, so when I push that, if we go off air, that means that button no longer clears blacks. So we'll give that a try next time. Looks like Gavin Chatham will take the outside. The pace truck is off. Now he takes the inside. Rhonda cheering on Nick and Caden Berry. Gail is back with us cheering on the Berry boys. Back under green. Gavin Chatham at the front of the field. This may be one of those races, if you can just keep the nose clean, you're going to have a good finish. Pretty rough start to the night here in week 12. Another caution. Nick Berry. Take a peek. Maybe. That's the 85 car. Looks like the 47 got into the inside fence. Berry got into him a little bit. 85 gets into... Got the wheel turned to the left. The car just pushes up to the outside, collects James Ingram. Let's see here. I'm looking. There's Caden Berry. 12 car, you are now an admin. Come for. Kelsey checking in for the 5 car. Ladies and gentlemen, settle in. This could be a long one. We are only on lap 4 of 30, and we've had 4 cautions. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Single file restart. Gavin Chatham, Michael Carter, Donald Ingram, Billy Roberts, Caden Berry, your top 5. Randy Shreves has moved up 3. Joseph Grandy has moved up 3. James Ingram has moved up 5 by just keeping his nose clean. Looks like they're going to try to go 3 wide. That's Jesse Ingram back there after his quick repair. In the Lucky 777, Travis Anderson in the 45. These cars are under a blanket right here. If I had the Storms of Bruin icon, it would be over that pack up front. Gavin Chatham, Michael Carter, nose to tail, kind of biding their time. Isaac Salas finally finds the high side in the 5 car. Salas runs on the extreme high side. Now Barry on the high side. Billy Roberts rolling the bottom in the 99. Jordan LaFawn side by side with Michael Vitale, and Braden Carter is right there. 21 car hard into the outside fence. We have raced at Port Royale quite a few times. I do not remember this many cautions or getting into the fence like they are. I don't know if they did an update to the track model or what's going on. Caden Berry looking underneath the 10 car. Donald Ingram, the 12 car, will bounce his way by at the line. Isaac Salas dives for the fence. Almost cuts that too close. Gavin Chatham with some company up front. Michael Carter in the 15. Trying to tuck in underneath. Cars are bouncing like mad tonight. Let's go on board with Michael Carter and see what it looks like from the driver's seat as he tries to track down your leader. You can hear the car bouncing up and down through the corner. Top 2 pulling away from the field. Caden Berry in a final podium position. He's got your points leader, Isaac Salas, right behind him. These 2 drivers, the 12 and the 5, are 1-2 in the points. Running 3-4 on the track. Donald Ingram drops back to P5 as the caution comes out. Anthony Vitale Jr. That's the 21 car. The 11 gets a little bit sideways. The 21 gets into the rear end of the 82. Pushes the 82 into the fence. And then around goes the 21. So I'm hearing the driver's chatter that quite a bit of handling issues. So maybe it's not, maybe that is actually the case, that the track is a little bit different tonight, it seems. .144 car, you also have admin controls. Pace truck is off. Leaving the field, Gavin Chatham. Good battle at the front between Chatham and Michael Carter. Those two have been at the front of the field all night. We're on lap 14 of 30. 2 more laps to go to halfway. Good restart by Chatham. The 12 car of Caden Berry. The youngster's going to look down low. No room to slide up. Berry went down low. Isaac Salas went up high, surrounded the top 2. Berry's going to force his way up in front of that 15 car. Isaac Salas sneaks by them both. 5 car to P2. Caution comes out the front of the field in a pile. That was a mess at the front of the field. That wreck happened for about 2 laps. Caden Berry remains at the front of the field. I don't know if I have a replay to take a look at that. Isaac Salas, Caden Berry. Maybe I do. Let's take a peek. That's not it. So much happened on that lap, I don't even have a replay. So the 5 car will inherit the lead. Your points leader at the front of the field, that is Isaac Salas. Caden Berry will move up to P2. 1-2 on the track are 1-2 in the points. Jordan LaFawn gets by. Billy Roberts gets by. Braden Carter. Did Braden get by? He did. The 0-5 got by. Drivers getting frustrated inside the cars. It'll be Isaac Salas on the inside on lap. We've made it to halfway. Did I see the front tires on the 5 car? Kind of towed way in. I think so. Might be some damage on the 5 car. Good restart by Isaac Salas in the 5 car. Caden Berry goes with him. Braden Carter in the 0-5. I think there's damage on that car. That right front is way towed in. Jordan LaFawn in the 144 is back there. Billy Roberts is battling with the youngsters. Got the old man in there digging. In the 99 car. Oh, somebody's upside down. Over the fence they go. Travis Anderson and Randall Dixon. '21 car. That is Anthony Vitale Jr. Slides up into the 0-11. I think that's the 21's second caution of the night. So the 21 is done. Find Anthony Vitale here. The 21 car has been disqualified. 21 car, that is your second caution, sir. You are done. Joey Gilkerson finally checking in. Good friend from down near the Bay Area. Joey Gilkerson's real modified team took second place, I believe. That picture's out last week. Congratulations to Tim and Joey. So it looks like we got 20 cars left in the field. 4 have retired on lap 18 of 30. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Side by side, Braden Carter and Caden Berry make contact. The 5 car has a damaged front end. Holy smokes. Joey Gilkerson said third in late models. Championship in the modifieds out here in California. All right, drivers, hey, let's settle down. The show is turning to crap real quick. Let's settle down, get some laps in. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field. So not sure what happened as the drivers all try to gather it back together. Lap 20 of 30. It's taking us a while. Lights are still on the pace truck. We'll try to get through these last 10 laps and pray that the pro late models put on a better show. Ladies and gentlemen, apologize. This is going to be one of those nights, apparently. Isaac Salas, Jordan LaFawn, Billy Roberts still at the front of the field. That accident collected a host of top cars. Caden Berry gets moved back. Braden Carter gets moved back. Isaac Salas shooting for his 7th win of the season. 10 laps to get it done. .144, Jordan LaFawn on the outside of North Dakota driver Isaac Salas. That's what's so great about iRacing. You got North Dakota, Indiana, Missouri, Illinois, Georgia, the front of the field. Crazy when you think about it. But Isaac Salas will start to open up a lead. We got a gaggle of cars back here as some of the top runners now mired back in the field. Braden Carter and Caden Berry. They'll try to work their way back forward in the 05 and the 12. 3 wide, 77 car of Jesse Ingram was the pinball. bouncing off the inside and outside. Close racing tonight. Oh, Caden Berry gets into the 213. Around goes Vitali. Up front, Isaac Salas set sail. Jordan LaFawn in P2. Billy Roberts in the final podium position. Starting lap 24 of 30. Randy Shreves is the first car on the outside, looking in at a podium. Donald Ingram is there in the 10 car. The 10 car has had a great night. Running fast, running up front. Travis Anderson is there in the 45. Then we get to Gavin Chatham, Braden Carter, Michael Carter. That's where it gets tight. The 12 car, Caden Berry takes it way down low, gets underneath. They settle that out. Up front, Isaac Salas with a big lead on lap 26 of 30. Jordan LaFawn in P3. Billy Roberts able to make the pass on the 144. You're not missing much up front. Isaac Salas, different zip code than the rest of the field. Billy Roberts, Jordan LaFawn are going to battle a little bit of contact between Jordan LaFawn and the 99. We will not do driver interviews after this race. We'll get straight to the Pro Late Model Division. Isaac Salas, Billy Roberts, Jordan LaFawn, current podium positions on lap 28 of 30. Can Randy Shreves get up there and challenge for a podium? Donald Ingram is there. Travis Anderson having a good run. He's running on the outside, trying to get up there on lap 29 of 30. Isaac Salas coming to the white flag. White flag is out for your 358 modified, I'm pretty sure, champion this year. Isaac Salas, Billy Roberts, Jordan LaFawn. Randy Shreves still has a shot at a podium if he can get by that 144. Shreves will try to go down low. LaFawn goes up high. Coming off the corner, LaFawn. Salas, Roberts, LaFawn. Top three start-finish line, please. Top three start-finish line. Again, we will not get a word with your top three as all the cautions put us a little bit behind on time. Try to get caught back up here. Let's see if they're even going to go to the start-finish line. There's Salas. Where's Billy Roberts? Billy. That'll have to work. We're not having interviews. Let's get to the Pro Late Model race. Nope, no podium shots, no interviews, Isaac. Let's get to the Pro Late Model race. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be with the Pro Late Models. We'll be right back.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give the Pro Late Models a couple minutes. We'll let you enjoy the view from the track before we go to qualifying. All right, drivers, you got about a minute and a half till we advance to qualifying. If you're going to get on the track, get on the track. All right, drivers, we are advancing to qualifying. I wish you the best of luck. Practice has ended. Welcome back. Pro Late Models out on the track. Let's hope for better results out of the Pro Late Models than we got from the 358s here at Port Royale Week 12. Take a quick look at the points here. Michael Carter at the top of the board, followed by Caden Berry, Braden Carter, Clay Christopherson, and Jesse Ingram. We'll follow along. Not sure how many cars we had. So 21 cars taking qualifying time. Jesse Ingram in the lucky 777 out on track. Driver out of Georgia, Randy Shreves, is back with us in the 56. Quite a few cars taking the week off in points, figuring out points. They do have 3 drop weeks that don't count against them. So maybe that is what is going on this week. Donald Ingram in the 10 car back with us. Joseph Grandy to the top of the board with a 1795. Andrew Harley in the 43. Now Jesse Ingram to the top of the board, 1794, 1 tick faster. Joseph Grandy on his second lap. Can he get it done? No, sir. 1801. Donald Ingram in P3 with an 1804. Billy Roberts times in 1807. Randy Shreves, 1811. Austin Trombley with an 1815, good enough for 8th quick. Travis Anderson moves up to P4, 1803 for the 45. Jack Clevenger is with us in the 78, comes to us from the Coast to Coast Racing League, which is where we got our start. One of the best racing leagues, in my opinion, on iRacing. Billy Roberts moves up to P5 with a 1804. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 car. 1824, good enough for 11th quick. Nick Berry, 12th quick, 1901. Kelly Wheeler moves up to 9th. Justin Sick times in 18 flat. Michael Carter, your points leader in the 15 car, 1788. Third quick time. Braden Carter times in 1790. That's good enough for 3rd quick. Justin Stick, can he improve on his second lap? Shuts it down. 18 flat is as good as it gets. Cale Smith finally joins us. 1803 on his first lap. Can he move the CSC car into the top 5 on his second lap? Coming to the flag stand. Yes, sir. 5th quick for the 115. Caden Berry, 1798 on his first lap in the 12 car. See if Caden Berry can punch his ticket into the top 5. Everyone else is done. Little bit slower, identical lap on his 6th quick for the 12 car. So now we get ready to go to our 8-lap heat races. Michael Carter with your quick time. Michael Carter, Joseph Grandy on the front row. Justin Sick, Billy Roberts in row 2. Randy Shreves, Jack Clevenger in row number 3. Nick Berry and Gary Offit round out your field of 8 drivers. All right, drivers, we haven't done this in a while. You got 8 laps to get it done. Everybody moving on. Restart is on leader. No cautions. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Joseph Grandy on the outside of that point, your points leader. And let me see here. So it's a close battle at the top. Michael Carter has 693 points. Caden Berry, 686. And Braden Carter, 654. So close battle at the top of the Pro Late Model points race. Roxanne checking in. Rhonda, Randy, Isaac Salas checking in. I couldn't read it all. Rhonda's still with us. Welcome back. We're getting ready to give the big wide body cars a chance at Port Royale before we get to your nightcap. That's 360 sprint cars coming up at the conclusion of the Pro Late Model division. Gail picking Nick Berry for the win. The 85 car coming from tail end Charlie to the lead. We'll see how that plays out. Pace truck has exited. Michael Carter getting his real car ready for this upcoming season tonight in his sim car. We'll see how the 15 does. Justin Sick on his inside. This is the Midwest Forklifts LLC Pro Late Model Division. Michael Carter to the front of the field. Joseph Grandy in P2. Justin Sick P3 in the 2 car. Good run by Billy Roberts. Pulled up on the tail end of the 2 car. Let's go on board with the old man, Billy Roberts, and see how it looks from the seat. Again, Billy Roberts is the owner-operator of Gears Unlimited, Independence, Missouri, where I actually proposed to my wife when I was in the Air Force, believe it or not. Been a longtime supporter of Friday Night Lights in the 99 car. Old man looking good. Up front, Michael Carter getting it done in the 15. Joseph Grandy trying to track him down. Justin Sick, so your top 4 are running where they started. No changes at the front of the field. Michael Carter in the 15 car, doing what Michael Carter does at the front of the field. Billy Robertson, P4. Randy Shreves in the 56 is in P5. Jack Clevenger in the 78. He is moved up 1 position. Nick Berry has pulled it off the track. Gary Offit did not join us. Up front, Michael Carter getting it done. Grandma Pete cheering on that 2 car of Justin Sick. Grandma Pete, I hope you're well. I know it's cold in Indiana. I can't wait to move back east. I could use a little bit of cold weather, but ma'am, I hope you are well. Michael Carter, Joseph Grandy, Justin Sick, Billy Roberts, your top 4. Randy Shreves is there. Jack Clevenger is there in the 78 ride. 1 lap to go. Michael Carter takes the white flag, starting to separate himself from Joseph Grandy a little bit. Justin Sick tucked in behind. Michael Carter with control of the field in the 15 ride. It'll be Carter, Grandy, Sick, Roberts, Shreves, your top 5. Jesse Ingram, Cale Smith on the front row of heat number 2. Donald Ingram, Gavin Chatham in row 2. Kelly Wheeler, Anthony Marfulio in 3. James Ingram's rounded out your field of 7 cars. All right, drivers, same song and dance. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself. The car in front of you. Got 8 laps to get it done. Everybody moving on. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. All restarts on the leader. Lucky 777 will, haven't talked to the drivers in a while. Kind of missed it. So thought I'd throw that in here tonight. Jesse Ingram, Cale Smith on that front row. Cale Smith joining us late. Cale Smith is a big help with the admin of Friday Night Lights. I cannot. I don't have hotkey. Jordan LaFawn, Caden Berry, Cale Smith are admins. Lights are off on the pace truck, ladies and gentlemen. We're going green next time by. Looking forward to my move to Indiana. I would welcome some cold weather. Although the last few days been kind of tough on federal employees. I got to tell you that. A little bit stressed over all the goings on. But this too shall pass, as my mother used to say. Lucky 777 looking for the green flag, and it is out. Both Ingrams in this race. Jesse Ingram is able to pull out front. Cale Smith in P2. He's under attack. As always, like to thank the 10 car, Donald Ingram, for his service in the, I believe, Air Force. Thank you very much. James Dobb checking in for the Ingram brothers. You got one running P1, one running P3. Gavin Chatham currently in the 4th position. Anthony Marvulio with his hands full of Kelly Wheeler in that 11 car. Up front, Jesse Ingram getting it done so far. Cale Smith wants the position. The CSC driver in the P2. Donald Ingram in P3. Will Gavin Chatham have anything for Donald Ingram to move himself into the top 3? Go on board with Donald Ingram. Anthony Marfulio behind him and Kelly Wheeler in that 11 car. Up front, still setting sail. Lap 5 of 8. Cale Smith is starting to chomp at the bit to get up there and get by that 777. Slide job coming from the 115. Oh, a little bit of contact on the crossover, but Jesse Ingram will make the crossover and run the slider line. Cale Smith will try to cross over, coming to the line. Cale Smith at the line. That'll put Jesse Ingram back to P2. Donald Ingram P3. Gavin Chatham starting to pull up to the rear bumper of Donald Ingram. Cale Smith now CSC at the point in the 115. Good run on the high side by Ingram. Jesse Ingram leads at the line. Slider from the 115. Crossover coming from the 777. Cale Smith at the line. Jesse Ingram, Donald Ingram, Gavin Chatham, Anthony Marfulio, your top 5. Good show, boys. Heat 3 to the grid. Braden Carter, Caden Berry on the front row. Travis Anderson, Andrew Harley in row 2. Austin Tromley, Michael Vitale. 6 cars in heat number 3. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 3. 8 laps to get it done. Everybody moving on. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the one to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All restarts are on the leader. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. So a couple of pro licensed drivers at the front of heat number 3. Braden Carter and Caden Berry. Again, they got 8 laps to get it done. Roxanne Jones cheering on, congratulating Cale Smith, cheering on Braden Carter. Randy Carter, congratulations to Cale Smith. Rhonda cheering on that 12 car on the outside of the front row. 8 laps. As always, big shout out to the 213 Michael Vitale for his service to our nation. Got Mission 22 on board. Doing great things for our veterans. Any of you out there have served in the military, I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for your service to our country. Braden Carter will take us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Braden Carter at the line. Good restart by the top two. Braden Carter's going to slide up. Little bit of contact from Travis Anderson on the 12 car. Close racing. Andrew Harley, Austin Tromley's going to go to the bottom. Michael Vitale getting a little bit loose on the exit. 43 car, 47 car, Michael Trombley. Good looking LFM ride by Michael Vitale. Great wrap. Eternal Motorsports, I believe they are called, on board Braden Carter and Caden Berry. Motorsports on board the 12 car at the front of the field. Travis Anderson in the 45. Michael Carter able to move up too. He gets by Harley and Trombley in the 213. Michael Vitale always has really good looking rides. I like that 213. Gail cheered on Caden. Rhonda cheered on Caden. Roxanne Jones cheering on the CSC crew. Braden Carter at the front of the field. Caden Berry, Travis Anderson, Michael Vitale on lap 5 of 8. Vitale may have some company as Andrew Harley in that 43 ride. He's trying to get up there, get by the 213. Good to see that the 43's wrap is showing up this week. 2 laps to go. Braden Carter at the front of the field. Caden Berry, P2. Travis Anderson, P3. Michael Vitale, P4. Does Caden Berry have any last lap heroics here? Both of the front runners get into that outside fence. 1 lap to go in Heat 3. Braden Carter expands his lead over Caden Berry on the final lap. Coming off of turn 4, it's going to be Braden Carter, followed by Caden Berry, Travis Anderson, Andrew Harley. Yikes, at the line. Michael Vitale at the line in the 213. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break while they warm up, and we will be right back.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good.
Welcome back. Cars just finishing up warm-ups. Midwest Forklifts LLC Pro Late Model Division about to go into the 30-lap feature. We'll get your lineup here coming up. Caden Berry, top of the board in practice. Michael Carter, Cale Smith on the front row. Braden Carter, Joseph Grandy in row 2. Jesse Ingram, Caden Berry in 3. Justin Sick, Donald Ingram in 4. Travis Anderson, Billy Roberts in 5. Gavin Chatham, Michael Vitale in row number 6. Randy Shreves, Anthony Marfulio in 7. Andrew Harley, Jack Clevenger in 8. Kelly Wheeler, Austin Trombley in 9. Nick Berry, James Ingram in row number 10. Gary Offit will start at the tail end of the field if he even takes the grid. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. You got 30 laps to get it done. All restarts are on the leader. Leader, you will have choice inside, outside when the caution comes out. Please make that decision before the one to go is given. Race hard or race clean. Good luck. CSC on the front row. It'll be Michael Carter on the inside. Randy Carter checking in. Roxanne checking in. Faith-Based Motorsports. Rhonda, Roxanne. We already said Roxanne. Gail is still with us. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 30 laps in the Pro Late Model Division. Let's hope it goes a little bit better than the 358 Modifieds tonight. Coming up next, we got 360 Sprint Cars right back here at Port Royale. Rhonda cheering on the 12 and the 85. Pace truck is off, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Carter will take us to the green flag. See the entry to 3 and 4 starting to get a little bit slick on the high side. We are underway. CSC cars at the front of the field under a blanket. Michael Carter, Braden Carter, Cale Smith, Joseph Grandy, the first non-CSC driver. Now they are going to go 2 and 3 wide. Justin Sick on the fence on the bottom, trying to get underneath the lucky 777 of Jesse Ingram. Cale Smith challenging his teammates at the front of the field. The 115 down low. Underneath Braden Carter. 115 dives for the bottom. Joseph Grandy on the high side in the 518. Gets a good run off the high side. Now the top 3 will get nose to tail. That car on the bottom is Jesse Ingram in the 777. He'll try to slide up, makes contact with Braden Carter. Justin Sick makes contact. Everybody able to drive away. Michael Carter, Braden Carter, Cale Smith, Jesse Ingram, Joseph Grandy, your top 5. Caden Berry in the 12th car in P6. Donald Ingram, Justin Sick, Billy Roberts, Travis Anderson in the 45 machine round out your top 10. CSC drivers 1, 2, 3 on the high side, nose to tail. Probably trying to get some laps behind them. Joseph Grandy now goes to the bottom, as does the 777 Georgia driver Jesse Ingram. Maybe Joey Gilkerson can help us out. Do the Ingrams race real cars back in Georgia? Michael Carter, Braden Carter now to the point. The youngster slide job on Pops. Braden Carter will take over the lead. Michael Carter P2, Cale Smith P3. CSC still at the front of the field. In teammate fashion, I was wondering if they wouldn't get nose to tail and start to separate them. Oh, Joseph Grandy into the back of Jesse Ingram. That gets the 518 sideways. Now Donald Ingram that comes into the picture in the 10 car. What cars do they race? Joey Gilkerson said yes, that Ingrams all race real cars back in Georgia. Justin Sick in P8. Travis Anderson, Billy Robert is the final car in the top 10. Randy Shreves wants that position. Landon Smith, owner-operator of Midwest Forklifts LLC, checking in. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the show. Braden Carter now starting to pull away from his dad. Michael Carter, Cale Smith, holding off Caden Berry. Somebody blinked out there, not sure who. Braden Carter's going to have some lap traffic here. Jason Dobb, we all race real cars, Sugar Creek Speedway. Thanks, Jason. What cars do you guys race? Michael Carter in P2. James Ingram pulls down out of the way. Caden Berry, the first non-CSC car in the top 5. Cale Smith still flashing out in the 115. He'll slide up in front of Cale Smith. Like the 85 car has severe damage at the tail end of the field, holding up the leaders. So round goes the 85. We're getting ready to black flag the 85 for damage. '85 car, you need to go to the pits for repairs or retire from the event. Braden Carter, Michael Carter, good run. We made it to the halfway point. '85 to the pits for repairs or retire, please. Trying to get the field set back up. The 85 car severely damaged, needs to go in for repairs or DQ. 85 car has been disqualified. Yeah, 10-4. Braden Carter takes the outside. His dad to his inside in the 15. Looking forward to the 05 in his real late model kind of season debut. He drove a little bit last season testing, so it'd be great to see that kid get out and get in a real car. His dad drives a late model also. Caden Berry is coming up on a season in the 12 car. I can't wait to follow him. Black's cleared. Braden Carter, Cale Smith, Michael Carter. So CSC still at the front of the field. Caden Berry, the KBM Motorsports ride. Smells the top three. Kind of hard to keep that kid behind you. Caden Berry to the high side. Cale Smith moves down one lane. Michael Carter into the fence on the outside. Caden Berry, he's going to get a 2-for-1 special slide job. Goes by the 115 and the 15. But I don't know it's going to stick with the caution coming out. What a move by the 12 car. Cale Smith involved. I'm not sure what happened to Cale Smith. Let's take a look. Make sure there wasn't contact. That's the 115 on the outside. Caden Berry down low. Berry with a good looking slide job. Cale Smith just gets up into the outside fence. And just the car gets sideways, slowing down the momentum, and Joseph Grandy had nowhere to go. So caution out. So Caden Berry not credited with that slide job, passing of Michael Carter and Cale Smith. It'll put the 12 car in P3. So Braden Carter, Michael Carter will start on the front row. Caden Berry, second in the points in the Pro Late Models, will roll off on the inside of row number 2. Like you fans out there, I've really enjoyed the competition at the front of the field. Disrespect will not be tolerated, however. Braden Carter takes the outside on the restart, coming to lap 20 of 30. Braden Carter on the outside. Wheel pulled down to 15. Car gets to the outside. It tucks in behind Braden Carter in the 5. Slide job coming. Oh, my goodness. The front of the field in a pile. We have to take a look. Yeah, keep race comms clear. We will review everything that goes on. So everyone just get your car repaired, get back out on the track if that's what you choose to do. We will review the incidents. Front of the field ends up in a wad. See if we can't find a replay here. 12 car dives down low. Gets into the 05. The 77 gets into the 518. And everybody is in a pile at the front of the field. So, we have seen a similar incident from another driver recently. I'll just leave it at that. These guys are out on the track trying to put on a show for the fans out there. And sometimes, without saying shit happens, shit happens. I do not think that Braden Carter was necessarily did what he did was on purpose. It was a bad move, yes, but not on purpose. I have to say the same for Caden Berry. These young men are out here racing for your entertainment. So please, please, let's keep the comments civil, even in our chat here on the race broadcast. If you're going to try it, why not try it on iRacing? Let's thank God that these young men aren't out at the real track trying this stuff. So, if I thought it was intentional by either driver or any driver, I would most definitely take action. So, I'll leave you with that. Justin Sick at the front of the field. The 2 car is going to be hard to pass. Donald Ingram in P2. Had to clear black flags. My apologies. Justin Sick, Donald Ingram, Gavin Chatham. What this does, it mixes up the field. So if one of these drivers that has not won a feature and is not currently in a Dash for Cash position, a feature win would put them in the Dash for Cash. Joey Gilkerson, it's racing. Things happen. Absolutely, sir. I concur. I've been a part of it in a real car, and I've seen it 100 times in iRacing. Rhonda, that's it. Let's just move on. Justin Sick, Donald Ingram, Gavin Chatham, your top 4. Will we have a brand new Pro Late Model winner? Lap 26 of 30. Donald Ingram trying to get it done on the bottom. Justin Sick on the outside. Georgia driver battling New York driver at the front of the field. Justin Sick with the lead. Enter the picture, Gavin Chatham in the 24 and the 5 car of Braden Carter. He didn't go anywhere. The youngster in the Eternal 05 ride is currently in P3. Justin Sick and Donald Ingram now have a challenger at the front of the field. Justin Sick dives down low. He'll slide up to the outside. Will they block the 05? Donald Ingram on the inside of the 05. Down low goes the 2 and the 10. Justin Sick gets a little bit sideways. The 5 car able to hold off, making contact. Lap 29 of 30. The front 3 nose to tail. The 05 forces his way in front of the 10. Slide job. Justin Sick makes contact with Braden Carter. A battle ensuing at the front of the field with 1 to go. Braden Carter, Justin Sick, Gavin Chatham, your top 3. Top 3 start finish line. Top 3 start finish line, please. Hey, let's keep race comms clean. I think we made it clear on what happened. All right, fellas, somebody just blinked out. Who was that? Justin Sick left a little bit too early. Hopefully I can make that work. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. We'll try to get a word with your top three. We'll make it very brief so we can get to the nightcap of the 360 Sprint Cars. So Gavin Chatham, rewind. The 24 car of Gavin Chatham. He was in that mess. Gavin Chatham, he moves up 8 positions. Gavin, this is Joe. You got me?
I hear you, Joe.
So, man, tell me, is it a full moon tonight?
You know what? I sure feel like it because I feel like that a lot of people got their heads up there. You know where, because it's just a lot of rough driving tonight. I don't think a lot of people are using their heads. So, but people make mistakes and it happens. We're all human beings, so it is what it is. But we're out here. I'm just having fun, enjoying a Friday Night Lights. You get to talk to me in the late models, which usually never happens. So I'll take it talking to you this early tonight.
Man, you moved up 8 positions, so it was a not as bad as the 358 modifieds. I'm not sure what's going on tonight, but man, anytime the 24 gets on the track in any car, it's on. So, man, how did it feel from the seat? As tense as it did from the broadcast booth?
You're up on the wheel for 30 laps for sure. There's a lot of fun out there. I'm sure I'll go back and watch the replay and be like, "Dang, that was a lot of fun." It's kind of frustrating when you're in the car in the seat, obviously, and sometimes tempers do get a little bit high. But yeah, no, it's intense. You just got to be so smooth. You got to hit your marks. There's a lot of good drivers in this league and they know what they're doing. And so you got to be up on the wheel and you got to be able to hit your marks and be smooth consistently. You know what? These late models, I'm usually pretty bad when the track's heavy, and then as it starts slicking up and I seem to move forward a little bit. But yeah, I was just running a different type of line. I think everyone else trying kind of banging the boards, and I was kind of drifting up to it a little bit. I found a lot of speed up there, and when I got some luck too. With the crash there, I was able to move up a couple spots to get a podium spot, and I was going to bang the boards like those other guys do, nor could I do it in the late models. But we got some luck there. We got some luck starting on the outside to do restarts. The bottom here is just so slow. You got to slow the car down so much you can't really keep that speed up. So we got lucky there on that aspect of things. But you know what? Sometimes you're good and sometimes you're lucky. But I would rather be lucky than good. So we'll definitely take the third place tonight in the late models.
Yeah, man. When I used to run really hard with CSC Motorsports, I ran or CSC. Racing League, I ran as hard as I could, and I would always crash out. And at one point, I made the decision, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to just keep my nose clean. Take the passes if they're there. If they're not, I'll ride behind somebody. And before I knew it, man, I was top 10s, top 5s consistently. So I had to slow down to go fast, if that makes any sense.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. That's a lot of racing and being patient, picking the right moves. Racecraft's so important. I think a lot of people, a lot of drivers kind of overlook that. It's not necessarily you can be hammered down for sure. You can be fast, you can be fast on 3 laps or a couple laps, or you can be the fastest car every single lap. But if you don't have the racecraft as well, and not put yourself in a position to win or get good finishes, then it's going to kind of crumble. So it just has to all come together: being smooth, being fast, being patient, know when to pick and choose your battles, but it's all part of the game, and then luck too is obviously a huge factor as well.
Yeah, indeed. Who do you want to thank on that 24 for a podium finish?
Joe, I just want to, if I don't make the podium for the sprint cars tonight, I just want to thank you for doing this all season long. Unfortunately, I won't be here next week, so I won't be able to race. So I just want to thank you for doing an awesome job all year long. I want to thank all the sponsors, everybody that chips in and helps out with Friday Night Lights, and allows us to come out here and help support the show and come out here and put on a good race for everybody. I just want to thank Full Throttle Motorsports, FTM, Mike Schick Motorsports Design, Velocity Race Design, Northeast Outlaw Motorsports, Chatham Motorsports, Swan Speed Shop, and Super Dark Car Series. One thing, all the sponsors, all the help and the support that we get from them. I just want to thank the fans for coming out watching Friday Night Lights. I know sometimes it can be a little bit rough, but I do really hope that we put on a good show for everybody, and I hope they do enjoy spending their Friday nights with us. And I just want to thank my fans as well for coming out and supporting me.
Yeah, man. So listen, FTM on the side of that car. Congratulations. Great team, great people. If I would have known you were for looking for a team, you might have had Dirt Track Bank on the side of that ride, man. So congratulations to you and the FTM boys. Man, another great run, Gavin.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I got to give another big shout out to them because they've definitely helped me step up my game. And I'm not very good in these late models and modifieds. I was okay, but they've definitely helped me excel in them and get a little bit better. I still don't think I'm pretty good, but I at least get a little bit better. Maybe give some guys some challenges, and then obviously I kind of help them out on the sprint car side as well. So it's kind of a good match.
Yeah, indeed. Good luck in the 360 sprints.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir. Justin Sick, we haven't talked to the 2-car in quite a while. The 5-car moves up, or the 2-car moves up 5 positions. Theo and Mama are watching. Justin Sick, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, big dog. How you doing, man?
Man, what a long night, actually. The racing has been interesting in week 12. You think by week 12 we'd have all this stuff worked out, but man, nonetheless, 2-car brings it home in a podium position, a P2. Tell me about your night and how it feels from the seat.
Well, it's been a struggle. It's I don't know what some of these guys are doing the past few weeks, but it's just man, I was kind of contemplating on whether to show up tonight just because I kind of don't do that well here. Like tonight was a fluke. All that stuff that happened in front of me should have never happened. We race with each other all the time. There's no reason that we should be having this kind of stuff going on, especially 12 weeks into our season. That's for a different day. But yeah, no, it's I just was in the right spot at the right time, Joe, honestly. And all that stuff happened with Michael and all them, and I was just like, holy shoot. I was like, I might actually be in the dash, but young Braden here had to take it from me, and but guess he had a point to prove. Good win to him, though.
Yeah, man. So there's a lot of positions in the dash for cash. So don't count yourself out yet. And man, we need to talk more. I watch you and Theo on Facebook and the family, and it makes my heart happy. A great run by that 2-car, man. I'm a fan for sure. Who do you want to thank on that ride for a podium finish?
Oh, all the guys at Midwest Sim Sports, they're it's a good group of guys over there. All the guys, Blake, Evan, that put work in over at CFM to get us setups out on a weekly basis. Thanks to those guys. You and all the sponsors that put this deal together. I really enjoy running here. Like I said, past few weeks have been kind of iffy, but yeah, no, it's it's been great. I enjoy running here with you. I like talking to you, Joe. It's always been good, man. And but big shout out to Braden. Good win, man, and keep grinding.
Yeah, man. I'm a Justin Sick fan for sure. So you gonna run the 360? So you gonna run the 360 sprint cars?
No.
All right, man.
I'll be a clown in there.
Go take care of Mama and Theo.
I will do. Have a good night, Joe.
All right, man. You too. Braden Carter had all kinds of excitement throughout the night in the 05 car. He is able to move up 2 positions and capture a victory. He was 3rd in the points coming into the night. We'll have to see how that plays out. Braden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Great run by the 05. So tell me how it was from the seat.
I don't know. I had to go to the rear once. I think I went like 16th to first. I was so happy about that, man. That was great. I kind of got into anger
listen,
a
let me
bit
stop.
on that
Let me stop you right there. You do this. Do you do the? I almost said another curse word. You do this crap in real life. This coming up season, my friend. That's gonna be bad.
I'm gonna be racing, man. That's gonna be fun. I hope I can replicate something like that, man. Definitely different though. Like I said, I still got to get the hang of that real stuff. A little bit different, but got some good teachers in my dad and my granddad to get me where I need to be.
Yeah, man, I got the shirt. I can't wait till this season when what number is your car going to be The real car.
We actually both just got them designed, dude. It's gonna be 5 again. We're gonna keep 5.
5 and 15.
Yes, sir.
You gotta be absolutely thrilled. So I was I can't even remember. I was how the hell old am I? I was 56 when I was going into my first real racing season, and I could not imagine at your age, man, the opportunity that you're about to have and what can come of that. That makes me so freaking happy for you and the rest of the Carter family. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So how was it from the seat?
Yeah, man. Let me backtrack to that. Just so blessed for have the opportunity to do that. Always been a dream. I mean, every day I'm thinking about when's race season. Yeah, I'm thankful to everybody in my family, everybody that supports the whole real deal. Back to the race. I felt good all race, man. I had a good lead. Some things happened on the restart. I had to go back to 18th-ish, I believe, and man, I had like 8 laps, and I don't know. I guess that was so fun. That's all I gotta say. I wheeled that thing to first. Talking with Chatham and Sick, man. That was just so fun. I can't believe I just went from the back to the front like that in like 7 laps. I mean, unbelievable in my eyes. I just felt like I was a rocket ship.
Yeah, man, as you should. So, sitting in Randy Carter Painting Victory Lane, sponsored by your grandpa, what do you want to thank on that ride for a victory here at Port Royale?
Oh yeah, I gotta give a big shout out to the CSC boys. My dad, Michael Carter, Kel Smith, Kyle Hardy, up in Volusia, down in Volusia right now, racing crates. Actually, just unfortunately got in a bad wreck. Jonathan Higdon, new addition back on CSC, old CSC member back on CSC, Travis Anderson back with us tonight. Then was Forkless LLC, Landon Smith, Randy Carter Painting, my granddad. Twisted Designs for the wrap. You know, you for putting on these shows. I love them. I've been here for 2 years now. This is my 2nd season in the league. Just feels good to come out, race on Friday nights with my dad. I remember watching it as soon as I got iRacing. I was like, man, I'd love to run this with Kayla, my dad, Travis. And it's good to be in victory lane here. Always look forward to this league. I put it above a lot of things.
Yeah, man, that makes my heart happy. Congratulations on a victory. You going to run the 360s?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There are the Pro late models. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the 360 sprint cars for your nightcap.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with 1 combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. You know, we first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, you know, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. You know, there's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. I mean, we've seen 4 eagle rays at once. I mean, just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced. It hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The 360 Sprint Cars, your nightcap is out on the track. 360 Sprint Cars brought to you by Cadenberry Motorsports. There it is. We will go to qualifying here momentarily. Letting the cars get a couple of laps on the track. ladies and gentlemen, for your Week 12 nightcap, let's get on with qualifying for 360 Sprint Cars, brought to you by Caden Berry Motorsports. We have thrown the checkered flag over practice. We'll follow the cars as they come out on track. See who is first to come out. Who will it be? It looks like it's Richard Swavely, our driver out of Wyoming, out on track in the 032. Michael Vitale is back with us in the 213. Joseph Grandy has joined us in the 518. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 car is back with us. Derek P. has joined us for the sprint cars. Nick Berry in the 85 on my books, but 12 on the track is with us. Donald Ingram in the 10 car, driver out of Georgia, is back with us. Richard Swavely, Patrick Spangler, top of the board, 1603 for the 39 machine. Michael Vitale moves up to P3. Derek P, top of the board, 1599 for the 41. Patrick Spangler drops down to P2. Now Spangler on his second lap, a little bit quicker, matches the 1599. That'll put him on the current pole. Joseph Grandy, P3 with a 1607. Cale Smith, P5 on his first lap. P4, 1609. Randy Shreves in the 56 car, 1634. Jesse Ingram moves up. Anthony Marfulio in the 238, 1651. Good enough for 8th quick. Still got quite a few cars to take to the track. James Ingram is back with us, 1743. Good enough for 13th quick. Your points leader and most likely champion, Caden Berry in the 12 car, 1591. Puts the 12 car on the current pole. 26 car, Sean Stevens with a 1605. That'll put him in P4 currently. Can Caden Berry, he shuts it down, 1585 for your points leader. Jack Clevenger out on track in the 78. Sean Stevens, P4. Gavin Chatham moves up to P5, 1607 for Chatham. Travis Anderson moves up, 1641 for the 45. Braden Carter in the 05 moves up into your top 10, 1611. Look now, 1592 for the 05. That'll put him in P2. Gavin Chatham moves up to P4, 1605. We got one car left to qualify. Jack Clevenger still out on track. 11th quick, 1638. Gavin Chatham shuts it down, 1605. Waiting on Austin Trombley. Austin Trombley will not qualify. Caden Berry with your quick time. Field hates to see that when your points leader ends up on the pole. Take a look at heat number 1. Caden Berry, Derek P. on the front row. Joseph Grandy, Randy Shreves in row 2. Andrew Harley, Nick Berry in row number 3. James Ingram rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, 8 laps to get it done. Everybody moving on. Leader, 1.5 car length behind a pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the one to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All starts are on leader. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Caden Berry has won 11 of the 12 races this season. The only other winner of one race is Gavin Chatham. That 12 car, Caden Berry Motorsports number 12, will roll off on the pole of the front row for heat number 1. Can't wait till the real season kicks off. Looking forward to following what happens in the in the 12 camp in real life. Seems like they have a lot of stuff going on. Enjoy following them on Facebook for sure, as I do all of our drivers. Pace truck will exit this time by. Leaving field to the youngster. Well, as a matter of fact, Cadenberry Motorsports front row. Cadenberry and Derek P. Placerville's own Derek P. Cadenberry will take us to the green flag coming off of turn number 4. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Your nightcap is underway. Cadenberry at the line. Good restart. Joseph Grandy slides up in front of Derek P. Randy Shreves is at the front trying to battle it out. Cadenberry goes to the high side. Derek P. is down low trying to get the bottom line to work. Now he will move up on the high side. Randy Shreves in P4. Cadenberry at the front of the field, starting to pull away from the field. Joseph Grandy in P2, Derek P in P3. Cadenberry Motorsports number 41 is going to go for the slide job. Crossover coming from Joseph Grandy. It will be Grandy at the line on lap 4 of 8. Derek all over the rear tail tank of the 518 at the front of the field. Randy Shreve starting to fall back. Andrew Harley falls back a little bit. And James Ingram in the 40 car at the tail end of the field. This is where the battle is. Derek P. dives the 41 down low. Joseph Grandy, oh, he turns it tight. Can't quite make the crossover. That will give Derek P. P2. Lap traffic coming up for your leader, Cadenberry in the 12 car. James Ingram goes down low. Let your leaders by. Cadenberry, Derek P., Joseph Grandy, 1, 2, 3. On lap 7 of 8, 2 to go. Coming to the white flag, Cadenberry takes the white flag with the substantial lead over Derek P. and Joseph Grandy. 2 more corners to navigate for the youngster out of New Hampshire, Cadenberry. Owner-operator of Cadenberry Motorsports, sponsor of Cadenberry 360 Sprint Cars for the win. Cadenberry, Derek P., Joseph Grandy, Randy Shreves, Andrew Harley, James Ingram. Heat 2 coming to the grid. Let's take a look at who is in heat number 2. Braden Carter, Gavin Chatham on the front row. Cale Smith, Jack Clevenger in row 2. Anthony Marfulio, Donald Ingram in row number 3. Kelly Wheeler round out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. We got 8 laps to get it done. Everybody moving on. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Starts are on leader. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. So, youngster from Virginia, or from New Hampshire, started on the front row of heat number 1. Youngster from Virginia starts on the front row of heat number 2. Very honored to have both these young men in the Friday Nights Racing League. I've enjoyed watching them improve over the seasons. Gavin Chatham on the 24 car on the outside of the front row. The only other car to win a feature race in the sprint cars other than Cadenberry. So here we go. Cale Smith in the 115 car apologized up front. His lack of skill in a winged sprint car. We'll see how Cale does. I'm sure he'll do just fine. Called out by Landon Smith, his brother, I believe. Landon, is that correct? But putting the challenge on the 115. The green flag is out. Braden Carter to the point with Gavin Chatham right behind him. Cale Smith in P3. Cale Smith into the outside fence a little bit. That will open the door for the 78 of Jack Clevenger. Roxanne Jones still with us. Landon, Rhonda still with us. Face-Based Motorsports still with us. Gail is still with us. Oh, around goes the 115 with Jack Clevenger. Up front, Braden Carter, Gavin Chatham, Donald Ingram, your top three. Anthony Marfulio, Cale Smith somehow is able to continue into P4. Braden Carter getting up into that outside fence. Matter of fact, let's go on the rear tire. If I can find rear tire on this thing. There we go. As Braden Carter goes into the corners, pro license iRacing racer. If you can get inches or on the fence and not wreck your car, that is how it's supposed to be done. Both him and Caden Berry able to do that lap after lap. Braden Carter getting away from the field, pulled away from Gavin Chatham. Donald Ingram falling back into the grasp of the 238 is Boston driver Anthony Marfulio, who doesn't post enough Facebook stuff, but he races a midget in real life. So I do try to follow. Going to be a new dad here before too long. 2 laps to go. Braden Carter coming to the white flag in turn 3. Coming out of turn 4. Looking for the doctor's coat. There it is. White flag is out. Braden Carter, Gavin Chatham has closed the gap a little bit. Top 2 pulling away from the rest of the field. Chatham looking for a line that might work. Too late. Braden Carter, Gavin Chatham, Donald Ingram, Anthony Marfulio, and Cale Smith. Heat 3 on the grid. Patrick Spangler, Sean Stevens in row number 1. Richard Swavely, Travis Anderson in row number 2. Jesse Ingram, Michael Vitale in row number 3. Austin Trombley rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, 8 laps to get it done. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the gun, 1 to go. Tighten it up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Starts are on leader. Again, 8 laps to get it done. Everyone transferring. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. That's a new paint scheme by Patrick Spangler. I like that. Yeah, Spangler goes to pit road for some reason. Not sure what's going on. Huh. Interesting. That'll put Sean Stevens up front with Richard Swavely. Yeah, Richard. Inside moves up. It's you. Inside, front row has control. Richard Swavely, driver out of Wyoming, will take us to the green flag. Don't know if that's the right call or not, but the call has been made nonetheless. Sean Stevens, our friend from down under Tasmania, is on the outside of Swavely. It'll be Sean Stevens to the point. I think Swavely on the inside, battling back. Travis Anderson, the new CSC driver, old CSC / new CSC driver, will move up to P2. Swavely moving back. 777 of Jesse Ingram moves up to P4. Patrick Spangler, not sure what happened to Patrick Spangler. The 213 of Michael Vitale is moving up through the field. Austin Trombley is there with them. I have no idea what's going on, but Patrick Spangler comes back out on the track, and he is a P3 behind Travis Anderson and Sean Stevens. Oh, Anderson into the outside fence. Around he goes. Sean Stevens, driver from Tasmania, out front, getting it done in the 26. Patrick Spangler, P2, trying to reel him in. Michael Vitale, P3. Jesse Ingram, P4. Austin Trombley, P5. Richard Swavely has fallen back. Travis Anderson is currently out of the race. Sean Stevens now starting to separate himself with 2 to go from Patrick Spangler. White flag coming out, this time by for Tasmania's own Sean Stevens as he takes the white flag. 2 more corners to navigate for the 26 for the Heat 3 win. Coming off of turn 4 on the high side, cuts down Sean Stevens for the win. Patrick Spangler, P2. Michael Vitale, P3. Jesse Ingram, 4. Austin Trombley and Richard Swavely. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.
Welcome back. Cars out on the track. Bad news for the rest of the field. Caden Berry in the 12 car with your practice time, quick time. We'll see how the 12 car does. Will he secure his 11th win on week 12 of Dirt Track Bank Friday Night Lights? Caden Berry, Braden Carter on the front row. Sean Stevens, Derek P. in row number 2. Gavin Chatham is alongside Michael Vitale in row number 3. Joseph Grandy, Donald Ingram in row number 4. Jesse Ingram, Randy Shreves in row number 5. Anthony Marfulio, Austin Trombley in row number 6. Andrew Harley, Cale Smith in row number 7. Richard Swavely is alongside James Ingram in row number 8. Jack Clevenger, Patrick Spangler in row number 9. Nick Berry, Kelly Wheeler in row number 10. Travis Anderson will start at the tail end of the field. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. 30 laps to get it done. Restarts are on the leader. Leader 1.5 car length behind a pace truck. Everybody else, once you get to 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Let's put on a great show for your fans that have tuned in. 30 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean. Be smart. Good luck. 2 youngsters, hot shots at the front of the field. The 12 car, Caden Berry, who has pretty much sealed the 360 Sprint Car self-titled division as the champion. He has Braden Carter to his outside. 30 laps for your nightcap. I could not be more excited for the 2025 dirt race season to watch these 2 youngsters at the front of the field as they journey into the 2025 season. They got bright futures ahead of them, and I can't wait to just be a fan. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 12 car. Caden Berry coming into turn 3. Now coming into turn 4, looking for the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, your nightcap is underway. 30 laps, 360 sprint cars at Port Royal Speedway. Randy Shreves, or that's Sean Stevens, my apologies. Sean Stevens tried to dive down low and make something happen. Braden Carter at the front of the field. He's able to get in front of that 12 car. Caden Berry will dive down low, slide job, crossover coming from the 0-5. Caution comes out. Not sure who. Looks like Travis Anderson and Nick Berry involved. Take a look. That's Travis Anderson. Nick Berry just gets sideways right in front of the 45 car. Nowhere for him to go. So Nick Berry not doing himself any favors for his ice race. Can't wait to see that either this weekend. Of course, as us old timers say, iRacing is not like real racing. Braden Carter able to move up 1 position into the front of the field. Gail still with us. Rhonda still with us. TJ Hart. Sir, good evening. Good to see you. Roxanne Jones is with us. Face-Based Motorsports is with us. Thank you all for sticking around for the nightcap. Unfortunately, lap 3, we are in our first caution. Braden Carter, Caden Berry, Derek Peace, Sean Stevens, Gavin Chatham, your top 5. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the youngster out of Virginia, Braden Carter. All restarts in sprint cars are single file. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Braden Carter, Caden Berry at the front of the field. Cale Smith is with us. He's back in P9. Anthony Marfulio is in P10. Oh, contact. I do not see a caution yet. Braden Carter at the front of the field. Derek P. Caden Berry Motorsports in the 41. Caution comes out. Donald Ingram involved, it appears. In the 10 car, slides up in front of, don't know who that is. Jack Clevenger. Clevenger able to woe it up a little bit. Don't know where that. Somebody was just slow in front of the track, so we missed the incident. My apologies. Braden Carter still at the front of the field. Watch these two, Braden Carter and Caden Berry, battle it out in the Pro Series. Again, I am a fan, so I tune in when I can. Something in my gut tells me we'll see or hear these names in the future in big-time racing. And who knows? Maybe we'll get mentioned, the small time that we are. Maybe we'll get mentioned in the future. Remember when we were racing in such and such? Lap 6 of 30 down. Lights are off on the pace truck. We'll go green next time by. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the youngster out of Virginia, the CSC driver, Braden Carter. Braden Carter out in front of Caden Berry as they go into turn 1 and 2. A little bit squirrely off of 2 by the 05 car. Caden Berry, Derek P., Sean Stevens in the 26. Oh, a little bit of contact. Looked like the 238 of Marfulio and Cale Smith. Up front, Braden Carter still getting it done. We'll go back green on lap 29 of 30. Caden Berry battling it out with Braden Carter. Two of the best in the biz. 2 laps to settle it between these two young men. Pace truck is off. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Here we go. 2 laps to go. CSC at the point. Caden Berry Motorsports running 2 and 3. Green flag is out. We are underway. Caden Berry dives down low. Slide job coming. Crossover from the 0-5. Side by side down the back stretch. Braden Carter will now slide. Caden Berry will cross over. It'll be Berry at the line. 1 to go. Caden Berry slides up in front of the 0-5. No room for the slide job. Berry will block the slider line. Yikes. Here we go. Winner, Caden Berry, Braden Carter, Derek P., your top 3. Top 3 start-finish line, please. Top 3 start-finish line. Great show these young men put on tonight in the 360 sprint cars. We'll get a podium shot here real quick, and then we'll get an interview with your top 3. That'll work, fellas. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. We'll get a word with the 41 car of Derek P. I say Derek P. because I can't really pronounce his name. In the 41, Caden Berry Motorsports driver. He's able to move up 1, finish on a podium position, passing Sean Stevens, which is no small task. Braden Carter is in the waiting area, waiting on Caden Berry, and there's Caden waiting on Derek P. Derek P. doesn't get up in here. We'll interview Braden Carter in the 0-5 car. Braden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Man, that was about as exciting as it gets. I was telling the audience as you guys were running here, this may be a future look into NASCAR, and I hate to put that weight on your shoulders, but man, watching you two run side by side and battle it out, you may be doing an interview with CBS Sports one of these days, man. Great run in the 0-5. How was it from the seat?
Yeah, man, it was fun. Shout out to Caden for running me clean. It was just rough top, man. In that restart, I really should have ran the slider in 1 and 2. That's where you really wanted to be. Got that cut down in 3 and 4 when you get slid. Car was fast though. I mean, I could keep up. I led a lot of that race. You know, I'm just happy to be that close and lead some laps. You know, I don't really run that 360 fixed sprint that much. I'm more of a 410 guy, like I said. But yeah, shout out to Caden for running me clean. We were side by side for a while there. Good race. I hope it was a show for the fans because I really had the adrenaline pumping in the seat.
Yeah, man. So you guys are both on the East Coast. You both are. I know the sim and real racing is different, but you are both found each other on the sim. We'll say that. I can't wait, man. I can't wait for the future. It makes me smile. Great run by that 0-5 car, man. Who do you want to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, I got to thank Caden for running me clean. Ran a little bit. I don't think I was really near much in Pro Series, but yeah, it's just 2 pro guys going at it, and lots of respect out to him. good race to him. Good race to CSC. Kale was in there. Travis. I think the rest of CSC guys, my dad, Michael Carter, Travis Anderson, Jonathan Higdon. Midwest Forklifts LC, Lennon Smith, big shout out to him. Randy Carter Payne, my granddad. Twist Designs for the wrap, Eternal Racing, Pro Series sponsor. You for the show, man. Love these. Happy to rip at Port Royal, man. Love this track. Like I said, shout out to Caden. Good race, good win.
Yeah,
Loved
man.
it.
And guess what? We only have next week ends the regular season, and then we have the Dash for Cash. And my brother, that might be it for Friday Night Lights. So make sure you finish this in fashion. Another great podium finish, man. And we'll see you next week, I hope.
Yeah, I will definitely be back. Anything you're involved in, I hope to be in. I heard you had some talks with Peter Neuter. Kind of talk to him. Hopefully, you guys get something together. Whatever you're going towards, I'll try to make an appearance if I have the requirements for it.
Yeah, man. Great to hear. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Yes, sir. So anytime the points leader and most likely champion of the sprint car division starts on the pole of the feature, bad news for the rest of the field. That is the case tonight. The 12 car of Caden Berry starts on the pole, finishes in victory lane. Caden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Man, that's pretty cool. So that is win number 11 of 12. So we have one more regular season race left, and I think it's I-55. I can't remember. I have to look. But you've had an amazing season, and I got to tell you, no matter how big the rivalry is between CSC and KBM, this shit is fun to watch. And I know we're going to see this on national television one day when I'm about 98 years old, and I can't wait, man. So first of all, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming out here and racing with us every week. You and CSC, you may be rivals on the track, and my brother, I hope that carries over to higher level racing. So great run by you in that 12 car. You got it done in the end. It wasn't an easy task, but you did get it done, man. So tell me about the race.
In the beginning parts of the race there, I almost don't want to say I let him go, but I wanted to save some tires there. I know, especially with how slick it was and with the way the cushion was, I kind of figured, with it being so thin and pretty much gone, I kind of figured it'd be, maybe around the bottom or the middle, and I knew you would definitely want tires for that. So, I just kind of, almost let him go, just run his tires out. And I knew I was going to obviously try, a lot harder at the end, which with the green, white, checkered, I knew I had to go then. And obviously I had the tires at the end to do it there. So obviously with the green, white, checkered, I got, very aggressive through a slider in turn one. Hoping you would stick out of two with how thin and crazy and bumpy the cushion was, and it stuck there. And then when Braden threw me a slider in 3 and 4, I was able to cross him over and was able to lead the way the rest of the way. And I was starting to pull away, and I actually found the line doing what I did there at the end, and that's when we were starting to open up a little bit of a gap. So I feel like even if we had more laps, I think we could have had it. Obviously with the tires that we had as well. So, but no, I mean, it feels good. The only lap in racing I say counts is the white flag, and that's the lap or that you want to lead and, take home the checkered flag and, on that last lap. And, we did that and we got her done.
Yeah, man. So when I'm 98 in the old folks home and I hear you two talking in a after race interview, man, I got to tell you, as I look forward, because I'm a little bit older than you, a little bit older than 18, man, this has been fun. This has been a fun ride. Your interviews over the seasons have matured. Your driving has matured. I follow you guys in the pros, iRacing League. I follow you on Facebook in real life. This has been an absolute pleasure, man. And this probably doesn't mean anything to you as an 18-year-old, but man, I thank you. I thank you for coming to the league. I thank you for running with us. This has been a ton of fun, man. Who do you want to thank on that ride for victory number 11 of the 12 weeks we have run?
Yeah, thank you. First and foremost, gotta give all glory to God. Gotta thank my mom and dad, my nana and grampy, my great grandmother Cece, my Grammy Ryder, TJ, Tim and Kevin, my sponsors Granite State Blacktoppers, Drew's Powder Coating, CRC, ZMAX, Driven to Save Lives, Victory Fuel, Turn One Graphics, Ryder Family Sawmill, John Bears Legacy Racing, Alpha Cars, and gotta thank you for putting on the league tonight.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to say, you know, I was the first one. Well, maybe I wasn't the first one, but I interviewed this guy when he was in iRacing. And they'll say, what the hell is iRacing? But, man, great run. We have one more week left of the regular season. Then we get to the Dash for Cash. Another great run, another great showing. Derek P. finished P3. So Caden Berry Motorsports finished 1 and 3. So great run by you and your team. Thank you for sponsoring us. And I wish you and your family a great weekend.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you.
Thanks, man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is week 12 all wrapped up in a blanket. We move to our final week, week 13 at I-55 Speedway. You just got to see two of the best in the business. Again, I am fully confident that these young men will end up racing big money races at some point. So I greatly appreciate everybody for tuning in every week for the past 2 or 3 years. Don't even know how many years we've been here. And I wish everyone a great weekend. And until next week, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you.
1, 2, 3. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way